I don't know if Shadowbanned is the right name for it, but I definitely saw the YouTube algorithm essentially kill one of my videos. I'm not salty about it or anything. It's just a weird thing to see. I've assumed how the system works is that I get a limited opportunity to see whether one of my videos does well. Normally, short specific, it's 500 views. If I don't get like a decent amount of viewage before a certain amount of time, it gets capped at around 500, which is it's a pattern you see all over the videos that I've done. Some of them that do well are allowed to reach up to 10k before it sort of like, you know, dribbles off. That's not the right image that I was trying to think of. There are a couple of outliers, but I've never really watched my the view count. It was sort of like an accident. That's the way of saying it. Accident that I saw it. So I made a recent video, rate my filtering, a joke video. Obviously, I'm shouting and screaming while filtering. It's meant to be a bit of a joke. But when it uploaded and I was refreshing the page to see whether it had gone live yet, I noticed it immediately had viewers on, which is it's absolutely sort of unheard of. It's never happened that before. I've never put a video onto it and get instant traction. Doggy! So I started refreshing the page, and like the viewer count was going up and up and up. It was like rapidly going up. I even like sort of showed it to my wife and said, "Look at this! It's going mental." And I think within it's like 2-3 hours or something, I'd hit around 4,000. And I thought, oh, this is the one. This is what I mean by this is the one. My current sort of working theory on channel growth is that as long as enough people see a video, even if the conversion rate is super low, eventually you'll get the subscriber, and if you get one, you get more. It's just the base views, basically. The more views you get, the more subscribers you will eventually get, almost irrespective of the content that you're making. So as long as I make videos and upload them, eventually one of them will do well, in theory. So one video goes up, it does well, and that's what gives you a boost. From that boost comes other boosts, like a little snowball. Oh, I made a mistake, I hate these lights. So I was watching, I thought, oh, this is the one of my theory is coming true. But as soon as I hit 4,400, right around that, I immediately watched all views halt, literally ground to halt. Not like petered off. I think that was probably the word I was thinking of earlier. Not like a slow. It went from like hundreds a minute to 50 to 30 to 20. Like it literally hit 4,400 and then just stopped, and then dribbled. Right. It was so abrupt that it could only be an artificial happenings, which I assume is the algorithm putting its foot down. And I can only think that it's sort of like, no, not yet, not your time yet. You know, maybe it's because I don't have the tiny channel. I'm not monetized. No, I don't think anyone's making any money from the videos that I'm doing, right? So maybe that's why. But YouTube went, oh no one's going to make any money out of this. We'll just stop that right now. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if that happens again. I don't know how long that would take. I don't really want to try and make a repeat rate my filtering video just to see, because that's just boring, isn't it? Doing the same old shtick. I say that as I'm making my billionth commute to work video. Shut up. So fun times. What's annoying though is I have a video. It's called I'm So Sorry. It's just a little short, right? And the reason it's called I'm So Sorry because I'm sorry I made it, and I'm sorry that I put it up on YouTube for the world to see. Every time I watch it, it's so creepy and cringy. It makes me laugh every time. That's the one I thought would do it. I don't know why. I thought that if any video is gonna go viral, you know, it's gonna be that stupid nonsense that I put on the internet. But no one saw it. No one. It's just disappointing. Go watch it now. Go watch it. It's almost disgusting, that video, on how it creeps me out. And I made it. Who knows? Who knows how this weird world works? Don't you do it. Have they been filled in? Ish. Doggy. Fuck you and a mosquito's tweeter. Get it to neutral, you little bitch. Oh, I set my idle too low as well yesterday. So I had a habit of pulling up just like traffic lights and I'd dip the clutch and the bike had cut out. That was annoying. Easy, tiger. Go down your little weird road thing. Ugh. I should go down the coast road because I'm running a little late. Haha, but I genuinely can't be bothered, so I don't care if I'm late or not. Don't care. What are they gonna do? Fire me? I hope not. I hope not. Oh, that's what I was gonna mention. Actually, once I get a bit of sniff out the way, I recently watched New Bikers. Is it a live stream or podcast? I don't know. I don't really watch them type of videos. I generally don't have a lot of time to be sat in front of a screen just like watching a show, especially one that's a few hours long. It's usually because my concentration is terrible. So I've been watching. I haven't actually finished it yet. I've been watching it in like little bits and bursts. Should probably calm down, really. Oh, I also moved the mic, so it's tickling my bottom lip right now. I don't know whether that'll make a difference in the sound. We'll find out when this video is completely useless, which is fun, right? But the first thing that it's like the whole road rage thing, because I see it in comments as well about someone's going to do this and someone will do that, and I don't know whether it's because for those who haven't seen, I'll link the video below. For those who haven't seen it, I don't know, people who know me who would know someone who's much more better at their YouTube. But one of the guys that was talking, Andy, I've never actually seen any of his other content before. It's the first time I've ever set my eyes upon him, right? And it's the first time I've ever seen him before. I think he was saying he's sort of, is it 5'7", 5'8", or something like that? And he got into a road rage incident with someone who followed him and chased him down. See, I don't really get people being road ragey to me. Can I cut this corner? Nah, let's do it proper, so I don't crash. And I only think that's because, see, I drive quite aggressively. That's something that I am aware of. I don't drive in a manner of someone who's probably going to make another driver frustrated at me for following the rules. Cause I don't, baby! So, yeah. Oh, fuck, Jesus. So, but I've never had that. I'm also 6'2". I do go to the gym a lot, so I'm not a skinny 6'2". And once you've got your gear on and stuff like that, you're basically a medieval armoured knight. Right? So I've never had anyone shout at me, or maybe a beep. I don't know. A couple of people have tried to, they tried to block the old filtrage, but let's be honest, that's never going to be successful, is it? That's never going to get the job done, trying to get in my way. Haha, no chance, fuckers. I'm guessing it'll be interesting to see whether like any kind of situation like that occurs at some point. God knows I filter enough that it should have already happened by now. Someone doing a bit of an arm wavy. Although to be fair, they could. I just wouldn't really notice that kind of. I tend to, when I'm filtering, I'm looking at the car positions in front of me. I'm scanning for anything that could be possibly crossing through the traffic, like pedestrians or other cars, and I'm looking behind me mainly to check for the popo. Mainly to check for if there's another biker filtering, but there really isn't. There's very rarely that's happened with another biker behind me. So I don't really sort of try and look in the mirrors at the car drivers themselves in bumper to bumper traffic. They're never going to be like following me. So watch this space where I upload the next video with a black eye, but you won't see it because I don't have a front-facing camera anymore. Well, I do have the camera. You just can't get the balance right. It looks like it's obviously two different cameras, and obviously two different levels of quality. And because one of them points up towards the sky, the balance, the light balance, just I can't get it right, and I'm not very sort of knowledgeable on how to set that manually. And I think I'll eventually pick one up. I'll get like a little second-hand camera of 2K quality or something like that. It's only looking at my face. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'll do that eventually. It's also a pain to edit. They're trying to like sync them up. I know why people do the whole little clap clap. I hope that woman's not wondering why I've been clapping. No, she's not facing at me. She's not looking at me anyway. Who cares? Well, the second thing. Oh God, stay on focus. Stay on track. The second thing about the video was about the whole mental health thing. Now, I've always been of the opinion that throttle therapy is just it's not a thing, right? It's essentially doing something that you enjoy therapy, which I suppose is still very much the case. But the guy, again, Andy, who was super knowledgeable, very sort of enlightening with how hard it is for people to get proper mental help, and the amount of people just on drugs for the rest of their life. So in terms of, it made me sort of reevaluate my thinking on it, because if you can, you know, go on the bike or anything really, but say for in this instance you can jump on the bike and you can just chill out, and for an hour or so that you're on it, you can get away from any kind of anxiety, or your cate's on, so I don't know what's going on there. Then, you know, you get away from any sort of stresses in your life to help you deal with the things that are affecting your mental health then. And I think a lot of people would like being on a motorbike, because like kids would definitely, like young lads, that there's the only thing stopping them is cost. That's the only thing that I can think of, because if it's cheap enough, people will do it. And just getting into bicycling right now, motorbiking, it's just too expensive. The only way, conceivably, is like, you know, this, like staying on a CBT, which a lot of people can't afford that massive whack of cash to pay for the lessons, buy the bike, and then the insurance, the first year's insurance, which is probably more than the cost of the bike, which I think should be illegal. You shouldn't be paying more for insurance than the cost of replacing the bike. That doesn't make sense to me, because that means if you have to claim on your insurance, you're going to be paying excess. The insurance are going to be up. I suppose if you buy a bike and then mash it into a wall within a week of getting it, then the insurance company are going to be down a bit. But it's unreal. It's unreal insurance. Having to pay for other people's mistakes is just bizarre. I've sidetracked myself again, haven't I? Yeah, so in terms of, I don't know, I think there should be a way for younger people to be able to get out and about on bikes, have that sense of freedom without the massive sort of drain of responsibility that is the cost of running a motor vehicle. Then what do I know? I'm just a pleb with a snotty nose. I wonder if there's I'll have to check to see whether there's an audio only version. So I have a lot of time to listen to things while I'm doing other things, but to sit down and sort of watch something, especially something I have to pay attention to, because sometimes when I'm working, I can put something on in the background, but if it's something that requires any amount of attention, then I don't like that kind of distraction away from what I'm doing, especially visually. Because normally I'll listen to audiobooks and then I just pause it if I'm doing anything particularly complicated to unleash the full power of the brain. Currently listening to Justin Cronin, The 12, the second book in the, I don't know what it's called. The first one is The Passage, the second is The 12, and the third one is called something that is I already own, but I haven't listened to it yet, obviously, because I'm listening to it. Shut up! Oh! Shut up! Shut up! So I'd like listening to audiobooks. Besides that, I'll listen to people talk about sport ball for 8 hours a bloody day. Oh, it's a new week as well. New week. New shifting of seats for everyone else. Not me, because I have my own special seat. Because I'm special. By special, I'm lanky with a dodgy knee, so I need some leg room. So I have the leg room desk. Haha! Oh! So have I got videos coming up? Yeah. Oh, I did see Ashley Neal actually has now made a video with his Triumph. Obviously going to get an ADV Tiger. I wish at the dealers, when someone goes, oh, I'd like to buy that adventure bike, I'd love for the guy selling to just go, oh, what trips are you going on? For them to go, stop buying adventure bikes if you're not going to go adventuring on them. Just get a naked bike. Just get a naked. Let's be honest with you, they're going to be like in high vis regardless, so it doesn't matter what bikes they'd be on, they'd still be knobheads. They could just be knobheads on Royal Enfields though, because no one likes them anyway. A cat amongst the pigeons. Get him, cat. He was talking about getting a sport bike, so the reasons why he wasn't getting a sport bike. And I understand that. Sport bike is quite an aggressive seating position. This is sports tourer, so and this is about as aggressive that I'd want to deal with. I've actually got on the back of my knee is quite sore at the moment from the 6-hour journey I did around the lakes yesterday, just from being in the tucked up position for too long. But it's odd how the naked sort of side of things is just completely discounted by. It just wasn't even mentioned. Not even like modern classic style. It was sport bike or ADV. Bizarre. If you're in a bike that is like that's getting to be as big as a car, then just buy a car. Speed and agility are probably the best things about owning a bike. Being able to like have that power on tap, which I think it is a bit of a pokey engine still, but when it comes to things like filtrage, just everything's better with a narrower profile. There's a lesson there, a life lesson to be learned in life, just like burning your bloody hands, burning your fingers. Oh, I didn't say dominance. Asserted. You gotta say it. Or you might think you're not. They may think you're weak. Weak-willed. Motor range. Oh, again I get under. Haha, bitches. Oh, I might have to rub some Savlon on the knee, on the back of the knee. Cinnabon. I thought it was Cinnabon. Cinnamon buns. What the hell's a Cinnabon? It's a big old dog, isn't it? Big old woofer. There may be trouble ahead. When there's moonlight and music and love and romance. Now watch me take off my pants. Oh, I'm gonna start making a decision of cold in the morning to be cool in the evening, or warm in the morning to be sweaty on the way home. Not exactly going very far, so. And this is probably about as warm as I normally get during the winter anyway. So I could just stop being a little bee hatch. Straight line like a bitch. I mean like a boss. Oh, his bike's got heated seats as well. Heated seats for a bike that you'll probably never take out in the cold. And even then, like it doesn't take long to warm up your arse. It's not the end of the world. Some thermal underpants on. Some undigrundies. My heater grips are that's just got good sense. Now your hands can get cold because they're getting blasted by the wind. So you can have decent gloves with a good amount of feel, and then just have nice toasty fingers. Give a little thumbs up. We're all bicycles today. Fuck bicycles. Dominance. Asserted. I need to make an outro of some description, and I'm not making one that says "Stay gobbling, gobblers." Oh, why do I do that to myself? Because I'm going to be saying that now for days. Gobble, gobble, bitches. Oh, I thought I had forgotten it. I thought I'd got it out of my system, but no. Still thinking about it. I'm a bicycle, bitch.